There are times when we just need to do what needs to be done. Like, it doesn't make much sense maybe, but yeah, just we get to the point where we can't handle anymore and we just have to do what needs to be done. When we lived in Haiti, we would go into the city, Port-au-Prince, once a month. We would ride public transportation into the city, and then the staff there would pick us up at the waterfront and take us to the guest house, and we'd be there for the weekend, and then we'd go back by public transportation. Well, I like to ride the little tap taps, like the little Toyota or Suzu trucks, and they had a canopy on the back, and they put a lot of people in there, but it wasn't that big, and there was a little bit. There were open slats on the side and stuff, and there were also big buses that went in, and they just packed people into those, and there were trucks that had uh, enclosed beds on the back and little benches in there, and I didn't really like those. I get claustrophobia, and I just couldn't. When I get in a tight space, I get panicky, and but one time we were in, and we were going back out to the country, and we weren't finding a little truck, and there was a big Mack truck there, and so we said, okay, we'll take that, and we had our luggage. They put our luggage up on top and of the truck, and we got in. There was a little door you went in the side. About the door was about a third of the way back the bed on the back of the truck. Everything was closed in. There were little windows, and I think maybe I would have been okay if they put us at the back, but they put us right in the front, in the very front row. Our knees were up against the bulkhead of the truck, uh, and there were no windows. It was just solid metal, and they kept putting people in, putting people in. It was getting more and more full in there, and I was starting to get panicky. I was starting to feel like, man, this is too tight. I mean, I need to know I can get out of here, and if I need to, and so I was telling Edith, I'm not feeling good. Like this is getting too crowded, and I need to get out. Like we can't take this truck. And she's like, just relax, calm down. You'll be okay. Like just calm down. Everything's gonna be fine, and we're gonna be good. And but they kept putting people in, putting people in. Finally, I told her, if they put one more person in front of the door, I'm getting out. She said, no, you're not. Like, just stay here, calm down, just relax. Everything's going to be fine. Well, they put some more people in front of the door, in front of the door, and I panicked. And I said, we're out, we're leaving. And I scrambled, and there were people sitting there, and I crawled over top of those people and back to the door and told my family, come on, get out. And well, they didn't know what to do. They weren't staying in if I was leaving. And so they crawled out, and we got out. Well, the truck started driving away, and my luggage was on top of the truck. And so I'm running after the truck, yelling at them for my luggage. And they got out on the street, and they threw my stuff off the top of the truck into the ditch. So, well, at least I was out of that space, and we got our luggage, and then we found a small truck, and he just say, "Oh, that was bad. Like you shouldn't have done that." And I was like, well, I need it out, and I was saying, they were going to put more people in there. I just know it. And she said, "No, they weren't. Like we were ready to go. Like they were ready to go." And I said, "I don't think so." And so we got in their little truck, and we headed out. We got out further out toward the edge of the city, and there I saw the truck that we got out of, and they had stopped and they were picking up more people. And I told her, see, they're still picking up people. And she said, well, they have to. Like, we got out, so they have to replace us. I don't know. But anyway, I was really glad to be out of that truck. And I was glad that I did what I needed to do because I would have been desperate for 3 hours sitting in that truck. And I had a much nicer ride in a little Toyota Tap Tap that didn't cause me to be in a panic.